Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Good morning. I know we didn't have a double upload yesterday. I apologize. We have a ton of stuff going on, boys. A lot of stuff happening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the fight last night. If you guys watched the fight, Vamos JJ, thank God. That was a great fight. Entertaining. I have Streamlabs still on my stream. And we've got Liverpool Man City today, which is dope as well. A lot of stuff happening today. If you enjoyed the video today, guys, drop a thumbs up. We're kind of just going to be talking everything today, a little bit of everything, so hang tight. We got to talk some of these roads to the final cards, current market. I got to update you guys with club and weekend league. So weekend league, guys, I'm really struggling to enjoy this game right now. It's really tough to play. I took 2 losses yesterday, 13-2, and then I think we got up to 21-2, and I think it was a point last night where I played my games too late, and I just kind of lost my head, and I kind of was like, there's no way I'm finishing, so started playing sloppy. And just did what I could to get to 23. So we're going to get the 3 red player picks. That's all that matters. We've got another decent team of the week coming up potentially. So we'll get the 3 red player picks for this Thursday. Weekend league is just, it's the worst. But here we go, guys. So I'm showing you guys a little bit of this because this is what I've sold overnight. So the market is in a very fragile state at the moment. I picked up like 15 icons and I only sold 5 overnight. My first time selling a Kenny Dalglish. I bought this at like 199, I think. So this was 30K. This is like 10, 15K, another 10K. This one was like 30K, and this one's like 40, 30K. So we sold those all overnight. And then what I did, guys, was I've cleared out my club. You guys should go take a look at your clubs right now. I was talking about this on my stream yesterday. You guys might have a ton of stuff right now because there's SBCs going out. People like to do the nationality SBCs. If you guys don't know already, this is what I wanted to explain to you guys, and I want you guys to see. People really, when there's promos, people like to go and do these these advanced SBCs and the league SBCs. So a lot of the stuff required for these leagues and SBCs go up a ton. So I'm advising you guys, make sure you're checking your clubs for non-rares, rares. I play a lot of draft, so I have 800 players in my club at the moment, in which, I mean, yeah, it's like I have 800 players. So I'm going through, I'm kind of doing like 30 to 40 a day, and I'm listing a bunch. But you guys can see here, I have all these players that just sell at 1.1, 1.3, and 1. If you have 800 players all sell 1 to 2K, that's a lot of money just sitting in your club. So that's where we're at with those. Those are being listed at the moment, and they're actually probably selling because the lazy hour is coming. And then you guys can see here, we've picked up a ton of icons, man, and I've taken a little bit of a risk because the icon market is really low, but some of these prices are just crazy. We picked this Vieira at 230. He's usually 300. He's not even selling 260. So a lot of people are definitely selling off the icon market. And you guys can see here, these are all my overnight listings. We got a ton. Now, I sold Maradona for my team at 199 yesterday. I lost like 10K. But I just rebought that 91 this morning. I rebought it, guys. Diego Maradona's 91 at 1.83 fresh. So we should make some decent profit on that, which is the hope. I mean, now he's 1.96. So the hope is that we make some nice little coinage on that. It is fresh, and people like to pay the extra value with the fresh. We also trading with the 95, in which we got the 95. I think I was at 214. We got it fresh, so we'll see how that goes as well. We got a lot of people listing overnight, which is the only little, I guess, the only little issue there. But it's not a big issue. So we put a little bit of a big amount of coins into some icons overnight at the moment, which is a little bit. We'll see how we do with them. But yeah, just go check your clubs, guys, because there's a lot of stuff at the moment that's selling. And let's talk about the market in general. So the market is really weird at the moment. It is really, really not in a great state. And I told you guys before, November is always like a really weird month for the market. It's just a weird month. It's not a great one, and prices are all over the place. What is really interesting that I wanted to start off talking about this video is this Paulo Dybala. Now, these cards are gorgeous, by the way. But ever since this dude got a dynamic image, he's gone up 170,000 coins, which is just something to keep in mind. What they've done is they've basically put a blank shirt over him and used an image from last year because they don't have the licensing rights. But it's just mad, bro. It's mad to me how that happens. And, like, this card has literally gone up 150,000 coins in 24 hours because he got a dynamic image, which I'm just finding insane. So a lot of you guys have been asking me, Nick, when do you think is the buy time for these Road to the Final cards? I really think you guys can't go wrong going, like, Monday to Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think that that's just going to be a really good time to buy these cards. Like, I can't really see that being a bad one. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think that the reality is you're going to have to try to buy these cards, guys, before Weekend League rewards. And I think we want to look at these cards before Weekend League rewards, guys, because the issue is if you buy them after Weekend League rewards, I'm worried that they're going to be, because they're so meta, these cards, that they're going to rise a little bit more than you would want, you know, on Thursday and on Friday. Now, you've got other cards. We talked about this yesterday. You got other cards like Juan Jesus, where I think Juan Jesus is a player that... What is going on the screen? What in the hell is happening on my screen? Excuse that. What the... I'm sorry about that, guys. My bad. I need to get a new HDMI cord. So Juan Jesus is a guy that on Thursday, yes, this guy, in my opinion, is probably getting packed a ton. This dude is probably going to get really, really packed. I would say his supply would kill his demand. But then we've got other cards, guys, like N'Golo Kante, Riyad Mahrez, right? Jadon Sancho. These kinds of players, in my opinion, I just kind of feel like that they are going to go up when rewards come. Because right now, these are the players that I feel like people really want in their teams. So I'm kind of thinking that at the moment, though, guys, that these cards are going to go up on Thursday. So Monday to Wednesday would be the buy time, and these guys go out of packs on Friday, so you would expect a rise with weekly rewards on Thursday with these cards, and then out of packs to go up on Friday. Then on Friday, EA has said in the FAQ for Road to the Final that we are getting like a new set of cards from Friday to Monday. So that's going to make investing really interesting because they're going to be really rare. And if it doesn't ring a bell to you already, we don't really have 2 or 3 day man of the matches anymore, or team of the week stuff. But this Philippe Coutinho, I want to give you guys a reminder. Like, Coutinho was a guy that was in packs for like 3 days or something because of his ones to watch, and he instantly shot up like 50 to 60K. So a lot of these players that whoever we do get on Friday will probably be only like 5 to 10 more players. They're going to shoot up really quick. I'm going to be looking to buy them probably Saturday night because I think by the time we get to Sunday or Monday, people are going to start to invest. So that's this upcoming weekend. Yeah. Other things to discuss, obviously, with these cards is that, I mean, prices. I think a lot of you guys want to know prices. For me, I'm looking to get Eder Militao at 400K and under. That's kind of where I'm looking. He's 430 at the moment. But this is like the #1 most in-demand center back at the moment. And I think he may overpass Van Dijk, like, as the most in-demand center back. I just feel like everybody's trying to get him. And he is a ridiculous card. If you look at this card in-game, 6-1, medium-high work rates. I have his gold card in my team, and his gold card's a god. You don't even need to look at what's in the card. I've already played so many games with his gold card, and he's just absolutely done the job for me. I mean, he's so freaking stellar in this game. It's almost unexplainable how good he is. He's literally just fantastic. We've got 268 games played with him, and he's that guy. In terms of my team, guys, so we bought Allen on Friday at 276, and then we bought Neymar at 1034. So I think I'm going to keep these guys, man. I don't think I'm going to sell them. I think I'm just going to keep them because every time I sell Neymar, I lose like 50K on tax. Then I got to buy him back again. It's really not fun. So I think I'm just going to keep those guys for the near future. Monday is when the icon swaps come, so I've got to start grinding those on Monday, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. On Monday, we try to continue our grind to get guys, to go ahead and get Zanetti. That's obviously the goal. We want to go get Zanetti. That's what I'm gunning for because he's going to replace Semedo on my team, and I think once I get Zanetti, I'm going to buy Messi back for the team because I feel like that's probably the right move to do that, and I think that should work well. Other things, I guess, to continue to talk about. Leaderboards. I know a lot of you guys always want this update. So we're at 25.904, which is solid. Expect this number to increase a lot this week. I'm going to go hard. I've got to go hard, man. I've got to catch up. Black Friday's in like 2 to 3 weeks from now. So I really have to put in a shift and a little bit of effort because I want to generate more coins to be able to invest when I feel like the market is really low. Whenever that Black Friday is. I'm already starting to get comments in my comment section saying, Nick, what do you think about Black Friday? What are our thoughts? Do you think it's coming soon? You know, is there going to be some crash? Look, as of now, guys, I think you're okay. I don't really think that the market's going to be like that bad this week. I think it'll be okay. It all depends what EA drops, but I don't think EA is going to drop too much this week. I think we'll get a few more SBCs, is my thoughts. But other than that, I don't think that we're going to get that much. So don't expect like the market to, I think, really die this week. I think right now it is struggling. But in previous weeks, I will warn you guys to understand, all right, that in previous weeks, guys, the market has actually gone up in the high tier on Mondays and Tuesdays. So I just want you guys to understand that because Sunday, Saturday have been real sell-off days where people just kind of go ahead and they sell everything. And then the market is like really high again on Monday, Tuesday because I'm a victim of this. I have been in this kind of mentality of selling my Neymar every single week. I've been selling Neymar on Sunday, and then I wake up on Monday and the dude is 50 to 60K more. So I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen this week, but I'm saying that in my experience, the market is not like that much lower on Monday than it is on Sunday. And the market today is pretty similar to yesterday. I think the only thing I'm noticing today with the market is that there's a little bit of an icon sell-off going on. Now, other talking points, meta golds. A lot of you guys have KDB. A lot of you guys have these types of players. The only meta golds, in my opinion, that are going to continue to hold value is going to be Neymar, Messi, those kinds of players. I'm just wondering, is it about time when we're going to start to see that small decline on those players like Aubameyang? Obviously, Jamie Vardy just murdered the price of a lot of strikers in the Premier League. I mean, we had Lacazette go down. Not even the Premier League. I mean, if you look on Friday, guys, Jamie Vardy genuinely crashed the entire foot market. Like, the whole damn thing, Jamie Vardy crashed it all, which is, I think, an achievement within itself. But it really is a reality that Jamie Vardy came out, and we have to be aware of this for the future, man, that, like, any player of the month, for example, guys, this upcoming Friday is going to be player of the month Ben Yedder. I'm pretty sure he's going to win. There's a chance that Di Maria wins, but if Ben Yedder wins, and if EA decide to make this player of the month relatively cheap, so let's say they make it 300K, 250K, most cards in this game are going to die on Friday because people love Ben Yedder and people will do the SBC. So I'm giving you that fair warning, guys, that if you have investments or cards and you're looking at market on Thursday and the market's kind of high, take the money, okay? Because Friday could be the death for a lot of players. And I'm going to also point this out. Do a club stock with 84, 85s this week, guys. Do a club stock because based off of Jamie Vardy, 83s flew, 82s flew. These types of players just went absolutely insane in price because Jamie Vardy was so high in demand. So that's kind of my warning to you guys, where if you have some free time this week, you have some free coins, why not, right? Go ahead, do a little quick club stock with, I would just say like 84, 85s. Just make sure you guys have those prepared. And I think it will pay some big dividends for a lot of you guys that are maybe just sitting around. Either you want to do Ben Yedder cheaper or you're kind of just looking into making some quick coins. I think club stock is a really good way to do that. So yeah, man, that's where I'm interested in. And then I think, I mean, really that's about it. I mean, this is kind of what I'm more focused on at the moment is I'm going through my club, guys, and really trying to sell a lot of these players. Because I know that I'm not going to be able to do this all at one time. And obviously the transfer list space does limit you. My rule when you guys do this, because you guys may find a gem or two of players that sell. My rule when I go ahead and always do this, guys, is I'm never selling players that are under 1,000 coins. So it's only worth it for you to go ahead and do this if you have players, in my eyes, that are over 1,000 coins. And if they're 1,200, 1,300, list at 1.6. The odds are that these cards are high because people are doing certain SBCs and that they will buy right out of the SBC. So they don't really care if they overpay, you know, just a little bit. And this is always, I mean, this is kind of always my logic with these, right? SBCs always inflate these cards. It's really good to make sure that you're overlisting these a little bit, man, you know? So also, I just want to say thank you guys for the insane support on the channel. It has been really, really overwhelming how much you guys support the videos. Every single video on this channel gets like at least 40, 50,000 views. And you guys are blowing up my second channel as well. So I appreciate all you guys that really do enjoy the reviews. They are fun to make. It's a lot of time, but they're fun to make. And yeah, I've got to reevaluate this game, man, because this game is so... Look, when I sit on the menus and I make these kind of videos for you guys and we just chill out, I'm having a great time. But when I go in and play the games, man, it's really tough, man. These games are... It's a different game than last year, where last year was a pathetic piece of trash to play. And this year's game is not really that much better, but it's exhausting to play. And it makes me so tired to actually play the game competitively. I really like foot drafts and stuff, but like playing this game at a competitive level is really hard to do for me this year. It makes me exhausted. And I got to figure out a good balance, man, because I feel like this game is sometimes it hinders my actual motivation to trade. I think in a way because I get so tired from the game, man. The game makes me so tired that I'm like, sometimes when I want to trade or I'm like, hey, I got to go get some coins, I'm hopping on and I'm like, wait, why am I going to trade if I'm just tired playing the game? So I think all you guys go through that at a certain point where we lose a little bit of motivation to trade because when we hop into the game, we're like, wow, what are we playing? And I think that it's a real thing, man. So we got to figure it out, man. We got to figure out a little bit more of a balance. And it's also hard, man. It's like that fear of missing out where you don't want to miss out, right? Like you don't want to miss out on the weekend league. You don't want to miss out on reds. For example, like Messi's probably going to be in this team of the week. Who wants to miss out on Lionel Messi, a chance to pack Lionel Messi? And it's kind of like, it's this revolving problem where we're all kind of sitting here like really just really worried about missing out on some of these crazy cards and getting them red, because the reds are obviously, you know, so in demand and so pretty and everybody wants them. So also, as you guys can see here, man, please just check your clubs from this video, because there are some insane, you just saw, like, I had 2 fullbacks there that were selling at ridiculous prices. It's just, it's another level with these non-rare golds. I don't know what's in the water with the non-rares, but it is really something special. So we're going ahead and taking the money on a lot of these, but you guys can see that I have so many, and this is why I want you guys to go check, because I just have all these guys kind of sitting around in the club. And now it's really funny, because the rares, it feels like the rares don't really sell. It feels like it's only the non-rares, which I find the most interesting, but it's probably I think it's a supply related thing where the rares get obviously a lot. I think the rares are a lot more supplied than the non-rares, because when you open packs in general, when you're in the store, I think most of the time you are packing rares over non-rares. So I think there's a big reason there in terms of why you guys are seeing that I have a lot more than the rares than the non-rares than the I have more non-rares than the rares, but that's because I play foot draft and I get a lot of the gold packs and 25K packs, so I don't open up like the full shiny packs from the store and all that. So I think there's a big contribution there of making sense. So just going through, man, and taking a look at these, and yeah. So I think for me, guys, as well, while I'm doing this, I want to talk about the road to the final players and who I'm going to pick up. So this upcoming week, I think for me, the guys that I'm going to be really interested in investing in is Juan Jesus, Wendell, David Neres. I really also like I like Jimenez a good amount, and I think I'm going to look at like Militao maybe. I mean, I think Mars is a good shout as well. I think you guys want to focus on players that you got to go 2 ways with the road to the final investing. You have to pick a player you think is going to actually go ahead and win it all, or you have to decide on a player that you feel like is undervalued at their upgrade. So, for example, Juan Jesus, that's a fantastic card, and for me, I would be willing to invest in that card at 25K, even if the guy goes extinct. Even if the guy goes extinct when they win, or even if he loses, I'm still happy, because I feel like that card is still undervalued at like 25,000 coins. I think he should be a 30K plus card, and that's kind of how I'm thinking with my investing. I kind of feel like you should be investing in cards for the reason that their upgrade is really good, and that not necessarily they need to go ahead and win it all for them to really increase in value. Like, so this is an example. I'd rather you guys buy 100 Wendells than like 1 Mane or Son. I'm going to tell you guys, last year I watched Aguero and Griezmann, and both of these guys with the road to the finals, they didn't really ever like go up too much because they were really inflated from the start. And that's like an example of Son right now. He's really inflated at the moment. And so I'm just not really sure if those guys are your best investments. I think there's definitely going to be some better investments for you guys to go ahead and make than those kinds of players. I just think, in my eyes, that would be the way to think about it. So it's going to be an interesting one, man. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of SBCs EA drops this week, because a lot of the time, guys, in my eyes, the players' prices really depend on the types of SBCs that EA will go ahead and release. If you guys can kind of understand that, I mean, it really can fluctuate the prices between, or I guess because of what SBCs EA drops. If you don't get any supply on anything from like Monday to Wednesday, then usually the market, or just in general with these cards out of packs, they will absolutely rock it because they didn't have supply. Sometimes the team of the week investing goes really quick out of packs. For example, Ducouré 40 to 75. That's because there wasn't a lot of packs that week. In another week where there was a lot of packs, or for example, like Team of the Week 1, Serge Aurier hardly went up, man, and that's just because he was like, I think, just so beyond oversupplied that it just didn't work out. And I think that's it's a real thing, man. You know, there's definitely oversupply, and it can definitely impact prices. This guy's going to sell for a lot. You guys can always, oh really, he's only 1.3. So a lot of the time when you guys are going through your club, look for like fullbacks with popular nationalities in like off leagues. So for example, that guy really sold because he was a Brazilian in the, I don't even know I forget what league it was, but a lot of the time that's what you're looking for. And then you also have their league SBC. So if you guys want to ease this club listing, you could just search Bundesliga. I think League One is another one, but this guy's Spanish and Premier League, so I'm assuming he's at least a K. So he's at least a K. It's like a lot of these guys, it's just because there's at the moment I think there's a big emphasis on a lot of people doing these advanced SBCs. because people are addicted to packs, and during promos they do a ton. This guy's probably at least a K. Yeah, he's 1,000 coins. So this is, I mean, this is really a good way to generate some revenue or some, I guess, some income into your clubs. You know, just for the upcoming week, man. I think it, again, stick to the rule of your guys got to at least, it's got to be at least 1,000 coins to sell it. And yeah, I mean, I think that's definitely the mindset that you guys gotta have. I'll take a look at like this guy, Portuguese and Spanish League. He's about 1,000. Okay, so we'll take a look at like one more page. Then what we're gonna do today as well, guys, is we're also gonna go ahead and I want to complete the Corona SBC. Now, Porto is not doing too well in Champions League, but I wanted to point out to you guys that his SBC is coming in again, according to Flippin, at a very, very affordable price. So I think you guys should really consider to do it because these cards are fun to have, man. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember Beluda from last year. It's fun to just kind of have a road to the final card that maybe isn't the, you know, maybe isn't the best card, but you're just kind of rooting for upgrades. And I think there's a certain uniqueness to that where you're kind of hoping that the card does really well and you're rooting for it as the Champions League or the Europa League goes on. So if we go into the SBC section real quick, as we also have a lot of sales here. Obviously, these guys are starting to sell, which is good. They're going to take a little bit of time to sell, but you always like to see that. I mean, if you go into the SBCs, guys, and you take a look at Corona, I believe I have so many SBCs to do. So 84 rated, obviously not the best card, but 5-star, 5-star is insane. And that's why you have to like this card, because with a few upgrades, if Porto somehow, I guess, pull it off and bring it back, then this is a really good card. So Flippin has this as an 11,000 coin card. Which to me is just a great value, man. That's such good value. So 82 rated, 1 Liga NOS player. So we'll go ahead and we'll complete this SBC. I think what we'll do is what we got to do as well, really quick, and I want to test this out because this is always something that just weirdly, man, the market is really stupid at times where people like, I just think people think that you need a full team of Liga NOS. So what we'll do is we're going to put a lot of these guys just on the bench real quick, and I want to see if they sell because people kind of are, once people start building squads and doing SBCs, I think a lot of the time they kind of think that they have to carry on with that league that's required. So I want to go ahead and see if these guys in the Liga NOS are selling for a bit just because of this SBC. They may not be, but I think this guy's at least like 1.5. So might be worth, as you guys are doing the SBC, just kind of going ahead and checking the prices of some of these dudes because I really think that they do sell. We'll compare the price of all these guys so this guy doesn't sell. So what we'll do is we will put... I'll put Viviano in net because he's Italian. And what I will do is I will hope for, let's see if we have any center backs. The only problem I think potentially right now is that I have sold a lot of my, I sold a lot of the players that I had that were 82 plus because right now you have Vardy as SBC, Corona is out. You have a lot of these players, guys, that are like 80, 82, 83 rated. So it makes you want to go ahead and kind of take the money on a lot of the cards that you have. All I think we would need to do here is, I think, toss a cheeky little, if we found a cheeky little like 84, 83, we would be like in really good shape here. I wonder how many 83s we'd have to put. Okay, so that's going to do that. We will see what we got at the striker position. Let's see what we got up here at striker. Do we have an 83? We have Balotelli. And we have Zapata, so we'll put those two in as well. That would give us... Okay, we're going to probably end up needing like 183 in the back line, so hopefully we got a fullback, 83. No, we do not. Let's put Gulam in. Okay, what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to just do... I'm going to do a generic... let's see. Just toss like an 83 in here, you know? So, I will toss in... maybe Kramaric? Okay. Let's do this. Here we go. Javi Martinez goes there. Is that 82? Oh, it's 82 all I need. Okay, my bad. Wait, so if I put... Let's see if we can save. No, so we have to use him. Okay, so we got to reorganize some of this a little bit. Let's see what we can come up with here. Okay, that's 75 cam. Cool. So, first owner, Corona. And the other thing I really recommend with doing these guys is that the amount of objectives that are coming out this year where you have to use first owner players, like, they could drop a Liga NOS first owner thing, and at least now you know you have a decent card in your club that's semi-usable, right? Corona's not a terrible card, so if you have to go into Division 1 and you have to go win a game or two, that at least you have a half-decent card to go ahead, I guess, and try out, right? So that's kind of the bigger, I guess, the bigger thing here. And then now we can all be Porto fans, guys. We can all root for Porto in the Europa League, right? So that's good. So I had to get that done because it's just going to be one of those things where if I forget to do it, I'm going to be really upset. 5-star makes the card pretty cool, so I like it in that regard. And yeah, I think that's probably it for the video today, guys. I mean, that's all I really have to say. A longer upload, but that's just kind of the state of where I'm at, man. I'm just going to continue to trade past Team of the Weeks, icons, things like that. I think what we could do for an upload maybe today, later tonight or tomorrow or the day after is just kind of like an in-depth me sitting here and I'll be trading and I'll look at some cards and show you guys kind of the process of it. I just kind of wanted to give you guys the market analysis of what I feel like. So I'm expecting the market to jump a good amount next Thursday. And then I think next Friday you'll see some Road to the Final cards go to packs. You'll have some new ones as well. And then do Jamie Vardy, guys. He's not the best, but he's literally 30K. So go ahead and do Jamie Vardy because it's a really cheap SBC. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the upload today, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.